This art director just ran off with the husband of this photo editor, so I sat all of Vanity Fair between them. I figured we want to avoid a cat fight in front of the catwalk.
Catwalk. Catwalk.
I figured we want to avoid a cat fight in front of the catwalk. I figured we want to avoid a cat fight in front of the catwalk.
I told Laurel my daughter could make a better seating chart than that drug-addled publicist.
Addle. Addle.
Make a better seating chart than that drug-addled publicist.
And now I have all the time in the world to focus on my Yale application, so...
Don't you mean Dartmouth?
Yeah, well, it seems that Dartmouth's whole English department was poached by Yale.
Poach. Poach.
It seems that Dartmouth's whole English department was poached by Yale.
Kiki Smith greeting you in the foyer. Elm and Drag pulling you into the main.
Elm. Elm.
Elm and Drag pulling you into the main.
It's a necklace, Mom.
Oh, but I'm talking about the art collection. Isn't it just breathtaking?
Breathtaking. Breathtaking.
Isn't it just breathtaking?
You just became the coolest mom on the Upper East Side.
Thank you.
Ah, the besieged queen.
What do you...
Besiege. Besiege.
Ah, the besieged queen.
What do you...
Then learn something new. Get out of your comfort zone. A cardinal rule of writing: if your work's too safe, do...
Cardinal. Cardinal.
A cardinal rule of writing: if your work's too safe, do... Then get back to me.
When I said 50s hemline, I meant...
Hemline. Hemline.
When I said 50s hemline, I meant... When I said 50s hemline, I meant light flirty Marilyn, not long, dowdy poodle skirts.
Dowdy. Dowdy.
Not long, dowdy poodle skirts.
It's like the plague. Only instead of vermin on my doorstep,
Vermin. Vermin.
It's like the plague. Only instead of vermin on my doorstep, It's like the plague. Only instead of vermin on my doorstep, I get the human being. Beat it, Humphrey. My sister doesn't dig stalkers.
Stalker. Stalker.
My sister doesn't dig stalkers.
Don't they know that without me, they never see the inside of a fashion tent? They'd be stuck behind the barricades with PETA.
Barricade. Barricade.
They'd be stuck behind the barricades with PETA.
They already have.
Even Serena?
Absolutely. Mark is going to eat his grunge corduroys.
Corduroy. Corduroy.
Absolutely. Mark is going to eat his grunge corduroys.
All this thanks to little Jenny Humphrey.
The girl is quite a talent. She shouldered most of the workload at the atelier this week.
Workload. Workload.
She shouldered most of the workload at the atelier this week.
Pass me the shots.
The liquor's just a chaser.
Chaser. Chaser.
The liquor's just a chaser.
And I was keeping up with all of my reading. I just needed to get through Fashion Week and it would have been fine.
Being a liar and a truant is not what I would call fine.
Truant. Truant.
Being a liar and a truant is not what I would call fine.
Are you really gonna pretend like you don't notice what's been going on?
What? These girls are like hummingbirds. They...
Hummingbird. Hummingbird.
What? These girls are like hummingbirds. They...
Oh, at my mother's show either.
She asked me to do it as a favor.
Oh, and how could you possibly disappoint my mother? Though you have no qualms about screwing over your best friend.
Fine.
Qualm. Qualm.
Though you have no qualms about screwing over your best friend.
Fine.
Boo!
Boo. Boo.
Boo!
But
Brooklyn kid sees a live hooker for the first time, loses his shoes. There's so much saccharin in this, it's giving me cancer.
Saccharin. Saccharin.
There's so much saccharin in this, it's giving me cancer.
I hate that guy.
You're judging the character, Humphrey. You think Capote got national acclaim for...
Acclaim. Acclaim.
National acclaim for...
I didn't have to. You already know the man who bought it.
Excuse me?
Your husband. Bart bought it anonymously.
Bow. Bow.
Your husband. Bart bought it anonymously.
What are you doing here? My job. No thanks to you. Don't you have socks to darn?
Darn. Darn.
Don't you have socks to darn? Don't touch Serena's name card. It remains where it is.
Jenny, why aren't you backstage?
Backstage. Backstage.
Jenny, why aren't you backstage? Could you just spare me the dramatics for one day? Go backstage. Try not to get underfoot.
Underfoot. Underfoot.
Backstage. Try not to get underfoot.
I wondered if we could have a drink.
Why? What kind of trouble are you in?
Is it unimaginable for Son to just want to sit?
Unimaginable. Unimaginable.
Is it unimaginable for Son to just want to sit? Look, 20 questions is getting a bit boring. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to pursue a more fulfilling pastime.
Pastime. Pastime.
If you'll excuse me, I'm going to pursue a more fulfilling pastime.
I have an idea.
Jail. Brawling in public.
Brawl. Brawl.
Jail. Brawling in public.
Press, it'll drive Mark Jacobs to drink. God forbid. Every time he goes to rehab, his sales soar.
Rehab. Rehab.
Every time he goes to rehab, his sales soar.
Guys, here. This will be beautiful on you. It's for the finale.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's
Finale. Finale.
for the finale.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's...
You were writing about me?
Chatter. Chatter.
You were writing about me?
No, I didn't, I swear.
When I expose your Eve Harrington ways, your bright future will be snuffed out like a candle. Eleanor.
Snuff. Snuff.
Your bright future will be snuffed out like a candle. Eleanor. Your bright future will be snuffed out like a candle. Eleanor, Andre Leon Talley is raving about the finale dress.
Rave. Rave.
He's raving about the finale dress. Andre Leon Talley is raving about the finale dress. He said it was the perfect culmination to your line. Loved it.
Culmination. Culmination.
He said it was the perfect culmination to your line. Loved it.
When the phone rang in the dead of the night, I expected a
Stewardess. Stewardess.
rang in the dead of the night. I expected a
I have an idea for a news story. It's about an egomaniacal, washed-up writer who manipulates his protege.
Protege. Protege.
Manipulates his protege. It's about an egomaniacal, washed-up writer who manipulates his protege. It's a classic tale of disillusionment.
Disillusionment. Disillusionment.
It's a classic tale of disillusionment.
But most of all, I would like to thank Jenny Humphrey, the sensational Jenny Humphrey. Without
Sensational. Sensational.
the sensational Jenny Humphrey. Without
I have been bending over backwards to protect your feelings. And you know what? It's not my fault you're so insecure.
Insecure. Insecure.
And you know what? It's not my fault you're so insecure.